The sky was calm, the ocean stretched endlessly beneath the private jet, and everything seemed perfect. Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Neymar Jr., and Kylian Mbappe were traveling together for what was supposed to be a relaxing adventure before the next football season. The four football superstars laughed, shared stories, and enjoyed the journey, unaware that their lives were about to change forever. Suddenly, the aircraft shook violently. A loud warning alarm echoed through the cabin. The pilots struggled to maintain control as dark storm clouds appeared from nowhere. Powerful winds slammed into the plane. Lightning flashed across the sky, illuminating the terrified faces of the passengers. "This doesn't look good," Mbappe said while gripping his seat. The turbulence became worse. The aircraft dropped rapidly. Oxygen masks fell from the ceiling as the jet entered a terrifying spiral. Ronaldo remained calm, trying to encourage everyone. "Stay focused. We'll get through this." But within seconds, another powerful strike hit the aircraft. The engines failed. The pilots desperately searched for a safe place to land, but there was nothing except endless ocean and a strange island covered in thick jungle. The plane descended rapidly. The final moments felt like an eternity. Then came the crash. Metal twisted. Glass shattered. The aircraft skidded through trees before finally stopping near a beach. Silence followed. One by one, the football legends regained consciousness. Miraculously, they had survived. As they stepped out of the wreckage, they found themselves on a mysterious island unlike anything they had ever seen. Massive cliffs surrounded the coastline, while dense jungle stretched far into the distance. There was no phone signal. No rescue teams. No civilization. Only survival. The first day was filled with uncertainty. Ronaldo immediately took charge of organizing the group. Wearing a stylish black suit despite the disaster, he inspired everyone to stay positive. "We cannot panic," Ronaldo said. "We survive first. Then we find a way home." Messi agreed. "We need food, water, and shelter before nightfall." The group began searching the area. Neymar found a freshwater stream hidden behind a cluster of rocks. Mbappe gathered branches and materials for a temporary shelter. As the sun disappeared behind the horizon, strange sounds echoed through the jungle. Deep growls. Heavy footsteps. Something enormous was moving among the trees. Nobody slept well that night. The following morning, the football stars explored deeper into the island. The jungle felt alive. Huge plants towered overhead. Strange birds filled the air with unfamiliar cries. Then they discovered something shocking. A giant footprint. The footprint was larger than a car tire. Mbappe stared at it in disbelief. What animal could make that? Nobody had an answer. Hours later, they found another footprint. And another. The realization slowly settled in. Whatever creature had left these tracks was enormous. Days passed. The survivors improved their camp and adapted to island life. Messi became surprisingly skilled at fishing. Neymar discovered edible fruits hidden throughout the jungle. Mbappe excelled at gathering supplies and scouting the surrounding terrain. Ronaldo focused on leadership and maintaining morale. Despite their progress, strange events continued. Large shadows moved through the trees. Mysterious roars echoed at night. Something was watching them. On day 15, they finally learned the truth. While exploring a valley, Neymar froze. His eyes widened. "Guys!" The others followed his gaze. Standing in the distance was a massive dinosaur. The creature towered above the trees. Its long neck stretched toward the sky as it fed on leaves. The football legend stood speechless. Dinosaurs. Real dinosaurs. The island was somehow home to prehistoric creatures. The discovery answered many questions but created even greater dangers. If peaceful dinosaurs existed here, predators probably existed too. The group returned to camp and strengthened their defenses. Over the next several weeks, they encountered more dinosaurs. Some were harmless herbivores. Others were extremely dangerous. One afternoon, Mbappe narrowly escaped a pack of fast-moving predators while scouting. The creatures chased him through the jungle at incredible speed. Only a desperate leap across a river saved him. The encounter served as a warning. Every step on the island carried risk. By day 40, survival had become a routine. The camp evolved into a small fortress. Wooden walls surrounded their shelter. Watchtowers allowed them to monitor approaching threats. Their teamwork improved dramatically. Football had taught them discipline, communication, and resilience. Those skills now kept them alive. One evening, while sitting around a campfire, the group discussed their situation. "Do you think rescue teams are searching for us?" Neymar asked. Messi stared into the flames. "I hope so." Ronaldo remained optimistic. "We cannot depend on rescue. We must create our own opportunity." Those words inspired a new mission. They would search for a way off the island themselves. The next morning, they began exploring farther than ever before. Their journey took them through dangerous terrain. Steep mountains. Ancient caves. Dense forests. Every area revealed new mysteries. Inside one cave, they discovered evidence that someone had visited the island years earlier. Old tools. Broken equipment. Faded maps. Most importantly, they found notes describing a hidden coastal location where boats could potentially be repaired. The discovery renewed their hope. Perhaps escape was possible after all. Over the next several days, the group followed clues left behind by the previous explorer. The trail eventually led them to a remote section of the island. There, partially hidden beneath vegetation, stood an abandoned boat. The vessel was damaged but reparable. For the first time since the crash, they had a realistic chance of leaving. The football stars immediately got to work. They collected materials. Repaired the hull. Reinforced weak sections. Built makeshift tools. The project consumed nearly every waking hour. Unfortunately, the island had one final challenge waiting for them. On day 78, disaster struck. A terrifying roar echoed across the coastline. The ground trembled. Birds scattered into the sky. Then they saw it. A Tyrannosaurus rex. The giant predator emerged from the jungle. Its massive jaws could crush anything in its path. The dinosaur had discovered their camp. Panic erupted. The T-Rex smashed through wooden walls as if they were made of paper. The survivors ran for their lives. Ronaldo shouted instructions while leading everyone toward higher ground. The chase became a desperate battle against time. Trees snapped beneath the monster's weight. The earth shook with every step. The football legends barely escaped. From that day forward, the T-Rex became their greatest threat. It repeatedly appeared near camp. It destroyed supplies. It hunted anything that moved. Every night, its terrifying roars echoed through the darkness. The group knew they could not remain on the island much longer. By day 90, the repaired boat was nearly complete. Only a few final repairs remained. The football stars worked tirelessly despite exhaustion. Rainstorms battered the coastline. Strong winds threatened to destroy their progress. Yet they refused to quit. Their determination grew stronger with every challenge. Finally, day 100 arrived. The boat was ready. The moment they had dreamed about for months had finally come. As sunrise painted the sky with golden colors, the group prepared for departure. But fate had one final test. The T-Rex appeared again. The enormous predator burst from the jungle and charged directly toward the beach. The football legends rushed toward the boat. The giant dinosaur closed the distance rapidly. Its roar shook the coastline. Messi pushed the boat into the water. Neymar secured supplies. Mbappe untied the final rope. Ronaldo helped launch the vessel into the ocean. The T-Rex reached the shoreline just as the boat drifted beyond its reach. For several tense moments, the dinosaur stood in the waves, roaring furiously at its escaping prey. Then it stopped. The survivors watched as the island slowly disappeared behind them. Nobody spoke. The emotions were overwhelming. Relief. Pride. Gratitude. They had survived 100 days on Dinosaur Island. Against impossible odds, they had overcome every obstacle. The journey home took several days. Eventually, a passing cargo ship spotted their vessel and rescued them. The football legends returned to civilization as heroes. Their incredible story amazed the entire world. People struggled to believe their adventure. Dinosaurs. Survival. A mysterious island. 100 days of challenges. It sounded impossible. Yet the scars, memories, and experiences were real. The ordeal changed each of them forever. They learned that true strength comes not only from talent but from teamwork, courage, and perseverance. Ronaldo's leadership inspired hope when situations seemed hopeless. Messi's intelligence and calm decision-making helped solve countless problems. Neymar's creativity allowed the group to adapt and overcome unexpected challenges. Mbappe's energy and determination pushed everyone forward during difficult moments. Together, they achieved what none of them could have accomplished alone. Long after their rescue, the mystery of Dinosaur Island remained unsolved. Scientists searched for clues. Explorers investigated reports. Researchers debated the possibility of prehistoric creatures surviving in isolation. But nobody ever located the island again. Some believed it had never existed. Others believed it remained hidden somewhere beyond known maps. For Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, the answer did not matter. They knew what they had seen. They knew what they had survived. And whenever they met again, they shared a smile that only they could understand. Because they would forever remember the island where football legends became survivors, where dinosaurs ruled the jungle, and where 100 unforgettable days proved that courage, friendship, and determination can overcome even the most impossible challenges imaginable.